In this video, let me walk you through the application that we will be building in this course. First thing that you should notice is the application is hosted on Azure, and this will be the URL that you can enter to view the website live and play around. I like to make the website live so student can first see the live demo before they enroll in the course and play around. So right here there is a small info button. When you click there, it will display different logins that you can use to view the application. Before anything, let's go back, and here we have an e-commerce application where we have a list of books that we are selling. Right now we only have 4 books, but we can add more if we log in as an admin user. When you go on the registration page, you have a registration form here, but you can only register as a user, not as an admin user. Admin registration is done on the back end and no one else can access that. If you hit the register button, you can see we have validations right here. We also have the Facebook registration if someone wants to use social login to sign in to the website. So that is the basic registration form. Let's go to the login form. Once a user registers, they will be able to log into the application. Pretty basic. Let me use Facebook to log in here. Since my account is already configured, when I click on Facebook, it automatically signs me in. And since this is an admin account, you can see we have a new tab here, which is Content Management. Here we can manage all the content that we see on the website. Like right here where we have all the products, product can have category and cover type. If we go to category here, we just have 3 categories of the book: fiction, action, and romance. We can perform all the CRUD operations like create a test category here. When we do that, we have some custom validations and server-side validation. Once we create that, you can see we have nice toaster notification. We can edit them or we can delete them. We can do the same things with cover type as well. Next tab that we have is the main tab, which is the product tab. Right here we can create new product. If we try to click create without populating any details, we have custom validation that an image is required. So let me populate some details and create a product. Based on our requirement, what we have is different pricing. So the list price we are setting as $100. Then if someone orders between 1 to 50, we will give them the price of $90 per book. If someone orders between 51 and 100, the price will be $80. If it is more than 100, we will give them a price of $40. So you can see we are giving them discounts based on the quantity. That is one of the business requirement. Let me make it $20 for more than 100. Let me select an image here, and we will select categories that we have in a drop-down. We have categories as well as cover type. With all the fields populated, we can hit the create button. That creates our new product. If we click on edit, it takes us to the edit page where we have all the details here, and we also have image of the book on the right side. So you can see our content management is pretty solid. Then we have certain companies. In our project, we have a special requirement. We have 2 types of end users. One is the individual users who have to make the payment when they make the purchase. Another user is a company user, and company users can only be created by admin. So admin will first register a company, and once the company is registered or created in the table, then they can create a user for that company. The main difference here is that company user will be able to place order without making a payment. They will have 30 days from when the order is shipped to make the payment. So the business requirement will be different for company and individual users that we will also see. Then the next step here is to create a user. Create user is exactly same as register user because it is the same page. But as long as an admin is logged in, now you see a different tab here to select what role of the user we want to create. If we select company here, it will automatically display the list of companies that have been added. So let's create a company user. We will populate the details here and hit the register button. When we register, we have the notification, but you can notice it does not log out the admin user. So admin is still logged in, but a company account has been created. So now let me log out here and let me log in as a company user. Once we log in as a company user, let's go ahead and add some items to our shopping cart. So we click on the details and add items to our shopping cart. As soon as we add items, you can see the count on the shopping cart is increased. We have 4 items. We can increase the count here. I want to show you one thing. We have this Julium and Phantom. You can see the list price is 100, but it is available for as low as $20. To get the price of $20, quantity must be greater than 100. So let me add 100 quantity to the shopping cart and go to the cart here. You can see the price is $80. When we increase this by 1, you can see the price drops, and so does our subtotal. So all of those calculations are done dynamically in our website. Let me remove that and go to the summary page where we are displaying name, phone number, the address where items have to be shipped. They can obviously change them to anything they want here. We have an estimated arrival date, and since the type of user that is logged in is a company user, they can directly place order. They do not have to make any payment because all the company orders are authorized for something called as net 30. What that means is once the order is shipped, they will have 30 days to make the payment. Order number you can see is 4 right here. This is the flow when a company user places an order. But what happens when an end user registers on the website? For that, we will hit the register button and we will register for a new account. The email is individual@.netmastery.com. It will automatically sign us in. Default user type that is created is an individual account, so that will work. Let's try to place an order for an individual user this time. Let's go to our cart. We have total 3 items. Let's go to summary here. We again have the shipping details. Since this is an individual user and not a company user, when we hit place order, this time it will take us to Stripe portal to capture the payment. You can see all the summary on the Stripe page. We have quantity and the order total. Now when you are working with Stripe, you need to use their test credit card numbers that they give. If you use your real credit card number, they won't work, or even something else. The test credit card number that they have is all 4242. Once you do that, that is valid. I will populate the other details and hit the Pay Now button. That will process the payment on the Stripe portal and it will navigate us back to the website with the order number. This time it takes us to the order confirmation and the next order number is 5 that has been created successfully. But you can see the difference here. When an individual user is placing an order, we ask for the payment upfront. If it's a company user, then we give them 30 days to make the payment after the order has been shipped. But right now we have only seen the setup where they are placing the order. What happens after the order has been placed? Let me log out here. Let me log in as an admin user. If you want to use test accounts to play, I have the info icon with all the test emails as well as the password, which is same for all the accounts. To manage all the orders, admin have something called as manage order. Here they are able to see all the orders that have been placed. All the orders are initially in approved status if the payment is successful for individual users. For company, we do not take payment, so by default, they will be in the approved status. So first, let's take the individual order that we have here, which is order 5. When they click on edit here, admin can update few details here and hit the update order details. We have the session ID and payment intent ID that are used for Stripe payment. So using this, we can link them if needed. Then on the right hand side, we have the summary and the next step. Once the order is approved, let's say someone is processing the order. So at that point, they will hit the button Start Processing, and you can see the current order status is updated to be in processing. Once the order is ready to be shipped, they will hit Ship Order. But when you hit Ship Order, you need the carrier and tracking information. So if without populating those two details, they hit the ship order, we have our alerts. So they have to populate the tracking number and carrier information, and they will hit Ship Order. At that point, the order is shipped and we do not see any other buttons here. So that is the complete flow of the orders with individual accounts. The status, you can see it is shipped. We also have navigation here to see the completed orders, approved orders, and all orders. We also have something called as payment pending. For all the company accounts where payment has not been done yet, they will be inside the payment pending status. So let's pick one of that order, the order number 4, and click edit. Let's start processing, and let me also ship this order. Once the order has been shipped, you can see for this order, we now have a Pay Now button. And if we scroll down, we have the payment due date that has been populated. And this happens with the company account. So when the client is ready to make the payment, they will call them and admin can hit the Pay Now button to make the payment. We have the backlink here. Let's click there. And this payment can also be done by the client themselves. So let's log in as the company user here. And let's click Manage Order. They will only see their orders, and right here they can click Edit button. They cannot update the details, but they can make a payment. We will use the test credit card and hit the Pay button. So perfect. Now we see a page which says Payment Successful. We are displaying a payment confirmation page, and if you go on Manage Order, the status is shipped, but if they go on Payment Pending, that order is not available because it is completed. So with that, you can see we have quite a few things that are going on with our website, and we are building a complete e-commerce application for a bulky book where we are accepting the payment, we are managing the transaction. One more thing that I want to show you is if we log in as Facebook, manage order, for any of the approved order, if we cancel order and if payment is already done, we will process a refund on the Stripe portal. So that is also something that we will be handling. On top of that, I will also show you how to send sample emails. I will show how to send them using SendGrid that you can see here, and I will also show you how you can send emails using the Gmail SMTP server. So that will be something new that we will cover. So we have lots of things to cover, but if you want to play around with the demo application, it is hosted on Azure, and when you click on the info button here, you will see all the credentials that are needed. But what I will do is inside the hosted application, I will disable the CRUD features and the email functionalities so that no one can misuse the application.